song that's never been heard. See, how do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, cannonball, cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me, it's just a matter of style. You can't fake it, mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out, let 'em roll, from sea to shining sea. Ball, cannonball. What do you do when the mountain is there? How do you answer the challenging day? And when your back's against the wall, what do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, cannonball, cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do.
Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, morning, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Apex Online Racing Classic Christmas Cup, round number 5 here in Abu Dhabi. My name is King-Kodiak and I will be one of your commentators throughout this grand finale at this classic season ender. Joining me in the commentary box once again is Mr. Thompson.
Good evening.
There he is. Wonder if you had realised I was talking.
Yes. I was realising I nearly forgot to unmute myself. But only nearly.
Only nearly. Excellent. We have got currently 15 drivers in our lobby, so hopefully the rest will be joining us. And there's a couple of people that aren't able to make it. On my stream at the moment, Thompson is also streaming his side of the bargain, so if you wish to have a look at what he can see, that is over at Thompson Gaming, I believe it is.
The Twitch name is Thompson LPS.
LPS, beg your pardon. That's your Twitter handle, isn't it? Is Thompson Gaming. Right, so on my side, it is the current championship standings. Smeej, Jipper and Chrysine remaining unchanged in the top 3 positions. Smash jumping up to 4th, Lamp up to 5, Julian falling another couple of positions to 6th with Caldo 7 and Dragonmoon 8. Now those 8 are the only ones mathematically able to take the championship tonight, but because there are so many, it does make for an interesting finale. Detainable getting a great win last time out at Brazil. It will be interesting, especially if we have wet weather here at a twisty track like Abu Dhabi.
I don't think that's very.
It's exceedingly unlikely.
I don't see that happening.
Rain in the desert is that's as likely as me getting anorexia. So for anyone not getting that reference, I am a pretty big bloke that loves my food. So we will be. Who doesn't? We'll be running the Red Bull RB6, the Sebastian Vettel Championship Stallion from 2010, taking 9 of the 19 wins of that year. Abu Dhabi was indeed one of them. 5 in the hands of Vettel, 4 in the hands of Mark Webber, and taking 20, I think it was, podiums in the end. If I remember the statistics correctly, it was a pretty damn good car of its day, and saw the beginning of a pretty strong dominance by Vettel and the Red Bull team at the time.
Yes, let's hope our season finale is going to be as exciting as the 2010 one, which also saw 4 drivers in contest for the title at the last race.
Yes.
With Vettel eventually coming out on top. It should be very interesting as well. As you said, we have quite a bit of drivers who can mathematically still win the championship, and for some it may be easier than for others, but due to the format and the reversed top of the grid, or no, it's the complete reverse grid. It could be very interesting.
So yeah, it's meaning that Smeed and Jipper, of course, Cryostine will be starting at the back three and putting the remainders, as you see at the bottom, at the pole end of the grid. We are also joined by, from the split one category of the standard leagues, Mr. Timp. So I'm particularly keen to see how he will do against those that are quite accustomed to these cars. So he'll be jumping onto this particular race. He was actually warned is not quite the right phrase, but he was requested to try and not get in the way of the championship runnings. But when the lights go out, as you, I'm sure, can testify, being a driver, Thompson, when the lights go out, you just concentrate on the race ahead of you as opposed to who you are racing.
Yes, that's definitely the case. I mean, I think you'll try not to crash anyone out.
Absolutely.
That's not a style you would want to have. But,
no.
Yeah. Let's see how he fares. I mean, this is a very different car, so maybe it's not that fast. Or maybe he is.
Well, we will see. We will see. Right.
One thing I have to add, what I read from the forums, or I saw from the forums, is that Tomian actually got a 5-place grid drop penalty from last race
due to the incident where he was being lapped, and I believe it was a bit of a shame. I did see that one, and he just touched the dirt, and unfortunately he collected someone on the way past. It was decided that he would take a 5-place grid penalty as a result.
Yes. All right. When are we going to?
We are counting down, so let's.
Oh yes.
Let's get on with the show, as they say. I hope I don't have any sound problems. Nope, I can hear the beeps. Ooh, yes! Grand finale time. 17 drivers. Fabulous. I'm looking forward to this, just in case you couldn't tell.
Alright, here we go.
21 turns in this Yas Marina circuit. So, yep, if you haven't set this one, any kind of wing damage is going to be very, very painful in this particular place.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Snicker just wrote me a message. He's looking forward to the race.
Always good. Always good that our drivers look forward to it as well. Okay, as we are loading in them. Waiting for players.
We're playing at midnight, by the way, just to...
oh, yes, this one is by request. This one, by popular request, this one was agreed to be run in the dark. I mean, the track, as we know, is pretty well lit, but I think that was a pretty good idea, whoever it was came up with that, and I'm glad that it has been implemented. Here we go then, as the final countdown begins. Everyone is just checking in. Ready or not? Here it comes then. 3, 4, 5 lights. Wind them up and let them go. Ono Ozort on the pole then. He's had a cracking start with Morvik jumping through into second position. PKs are losing a couple on the start as Snicker has moved up to second position. And oh my goodness me. That's not the person who was trying to jump to. I've actually jumped to Cryostine. It wasn't who I was aiming for. You could see. Oh my goodness me, that's Dragonbone in trouble. He's had a spin. He's losing positions. He's now down at the back of the field. Not what he wanted at all. But it's so easy to do when the pack is so closely bunched up. It's just seen Cryostine and Hayden bounce off one another as they now come around turns 8, 9 and 10. And look at that. Ono also has already got 1.2 seconds at the front. Great start. Oh, Hayden's got a 5-second stop go for ignoring yellow flags. Oh dear. Impressive.
Oh, dear me. Look at them going down the straight, side by side, 3 wide, 4 wide.
Oh, absolutely crazy. Oh, just looked at Porks. Oh no, Porks and Tommy have tangled. Oh no, they're falling through the order as Tommy's Ghost is reversing. Oh no, that's Porks right the way down the order, giving Dragonbones and company smash and jib against. Oh, side by side, they've gone off the track as well. It's a 14-lap race here. That's a bit of front wing from someone. Didn't really see whose front wing that was. And that's Porks getting a corner cut and gaining a place warning. Oh dear. I would imagine that'll be That'll be contested due to the impact he had. Hayden is falling through the order as well. I wonder if it was his damage we saw.
Yeah, so from what we can say from the first lap now, big losers of the start really are Morvik and Tomyum, I'd say, together with Pox and Dragonbone.
Yeah, Morvik had a great start, but it's all gone wrong from... Where is Morvik? Oh, there he is. He's down in 13th. What a shame.
Yeah, he ran wide in the fast right hand in the first sector, and that basically dropped him down to last. So,
oh no!
That would be quite a recovery drive there.
Yeah, just a touch. Let's check in then with our championship leaders. Smeeds then. I thought that I just jumped to the TV pod. I thought he was side by side with someone, but that's actually his wing mirror. I can see on the right hand side. I got that one wrong. So he's currently in 12th with Smash right ahead of him. So basically, all of the top runners have to go for the win. They can't really settle for a lower position because of the mathematics that relies, unless they know that one of the championship contenders has gone. Timp is side by side with Jipper. Oh my goodness me! Inside manoeuvre. I think that's 8, 9, and 10ers. Lamb has got himself a 3-second penalty. I haven't driven these. What are these like to drive there, Thompson?
They're very good in downforce. Power's not so great. So you can see at the end of the straight, they barely reach 300 kilometers. Which
sounds really disingenuous. 300 kilometers is still very, very fast, but in Formula 1 terms, it's not that by any means the top end of where they can get to.
No, not really. Slipstream is a factor a bit, but the problem is if the straight is too long, you'll just top out next to each other, and then but then again, you can make the move stick in the braking zone since you should be side by side by then. But it's a bit difficult.
Snicker is right with Only Orzort. He did have a 2.6 lead. That lead is now between second and third. Dobby 2.6 thereabouts behind Snicker. PK Czar is there in fourth position. He's managed to hang on to that. Detainable, last week's race winner in Brazil, as Morvy's got himself a 3-second penalty, is just about 3 tenths behind. Oh my goodness me, that's Lamp. That was getting very, very out of sorts. Julian is there in 7th with Timp right on his tail. Julian's gone a little bit wide. That could be personal preference. You saw the drive that Julian got out of... I lost track of which corner that was. Turn 8, I think that was. As they now head down the long, long straight, you actually hear that Timp wasn't really gaining. I think, again, exactly as Hugh Thompson had described, he was just topping out. He had nothing left in the tank, but he has managed to manoeuvre past Julian in a pretty clean move, and that puts Timp up to 7th position. Smash and Smeege are swapping positions. Look at that there, side by side, coming down. Oh my goodness me, look at that. That's Morvik and Dragonbone right with them as well. Smash jumping to the inside. Can he make it move? No, he can't.
Is it detainable? Yes, detainable.
Oh, we've lost him. Oh no, detainable he is at, well, oh, he is gone. Oh goodness me, is there damage to the car? We can't really see. But we have lost last week's race winner, and the bot doesn't really know how to drive the car either. The car looks okay, but I guess there was damage to the car, and that is our first casualty.
Yeah, Tim's still making his moves through the field. I mean, look at it. He's already gained 10 positions in 4 laps.
And
3 laps of these.
And a penalty whilst he's at it. But I mean, we have seen that with throughout this season. Somebody else has had a problem in sector 3. Oh, it's Hayden. Hayden's fallen down through the field. He's gone into the pits. He's missing a front wing. Oh dear. I think that issue's only just happened as the yellow flags came out, and then he jumped into the pits. So that is the end of Hayden's challenge.
So at the moment, Tim ran into the back of Lamp and kind of half spun him around.
Oh no.
Lamp doesn't manage to rejoin the track in a safe manner. That's going to be probably another steward's inquiry right there.
Yeah, that was Jipper, I think he bounced off. Oh no, was it Cryostine? Cryostine seems to be falling through the field.
It was all triggered by Tim kind of running into the back of him in the slow hairpin.
Yeah, but it was not a good rejoin at all. As Jipper's lost a position to Smeege. Oh, goodness me. Then Jipper gets very tail happy on the exit of the corner. Now he's got Smash on the inside. He's trying to push him into the wall. Goodness me. That's very, very close. Just manages to keep out of the position to Smash lunging on the inside. No, Jipper shuts that particular door. Goodness me, it's difficult to know where to look as it generally is. Chip,
runs wide.
he does.
Run wide.
He's lost quite a few positions. Morvik's now gone through to 10th position as well. Jipper down to 11th. Didn't really see it too clearly. It was quite a long camera angle we had on at the time.
Trying to go back up the inside. That's close. A bit of a tank slapper right there.
And took slightly too much curb there as going through, 18 and 19. Trying to get past Morvik, but Morvik's really got the pace on him. Is Jipper got damage? I wonder as a result of that impact. I'm pretty sure it was Jipper that was the victim of Lamp's unsafe rejoin. We see Cryostine there fending off Morvik. I thought oh my goodness, very, very deep into turn 1, but keeps his foot in it. Jipper serving as a pretty good camera car as Lamp has gone in the pits. Whoops, that's not the way you're supposed to do that one. Jipper has gone over a penalty. Oh my goodness me, that's Dragon Bone.
Side by side, and Tim's through. He actually managed to west that. That was
Where
that
is he?
chicane.
There he is. So as we were looking at Jipper fighting, Timp is just flying through the field. And there you can see from this back angle, that's Julian jumping through on Piquet's eye. He's doing a pretty good job. He's doing a very good job indeed, keeping up with Timp. If we go on board with Julian, you can see that is Timp up ahead, who is sizing up. I think that's Dobby directly ahead of him. And Jipper is falling through the field. He's lost the position to Prox. Tip is keeping all the pressure on Dobby at the moment, but Julian's doing pretty well to keep up. Ooh, the tail got slightly happy there, but he kept it under control well. They are flying through the field. This could be, but it's advantage Julian at the moment.
And Tip's going up the inside. Can he make it stick?
Oh, that is close.
They're still side by side. Tip's now on the outside. No grip on that curb there, so that wasn't going to stick. But I'm sure he'll use the next possible opportunity he can get.
Fair. I mean, that was a fair defensive. Oh my goodness me, that was opportunistic from Tim there. But that was fair defending there from Dobby. Firm but fair. Now Tim having another crack on the inside of. That's heading down towards. Oh, you saw Tim get very out of shape there. Julian now having a look at the inside of Tim as coming through turns 1, 2, and 3. Goodness me, Tim really can't focus too much. Oh no, Julian gets himself a penalty as well, but most people are going to get those penalties. Oh, how they crunch up. So this is Dobby, Tim, Julian, Piquet-Zar and Smeege all in this one, as Piquet-Zar has just lost a position to Smeege.
And Julian's actually missing quite a big part of his front wing there. So
oh dear.
I'm not quite sure if he just lost that or if he had that damage for a bit longer now.
Oh yeah, as we just jump back from Tim back to Julian, you can see a very big section. That right-hand side is just gone. Oh, as Tim smashes off the outside curb of turn 11, I think that was. They come down. I don't know
how he managed to get a good run off that corner by abusing that curb so much, but I mean, he's right next to Dobby now, and they both lock up. Dobby's still in front.
Oh, this train is so close. One mistake is going to be pretty catastrophic here, I think. But Julian's doing a pretty good job considering that damage he's got on that front wing. He's doing a pretty good job to keep it. Oh, here we go again. Coming through.
Oh, Dobby nearly spun out there. That promoted Timp to third there.
I think Tim actually backed off a little bit as we've gained someone as well. It's not going to. Whoever that is not going to be very influential with this race. Oh, look at that. That's Smeege trying to put a move on Julian now. Oh, that's someone out. That's Smash, I think. No, it's Piquet-Zar. It's Piquet-Zar. He overcooked it on the exit of turn 21, I think, the final turn. And that is...
And Julian is now losing position to Smeege. He defended it for now, but Smeege is still right there.
And whilst I was looking away, Tim did actually manage to get past Dobby for that third position. We've got a problem in sector 2, don't know who. Julian under all kinds of pressure at the moment, but Smeege has got Smash for company as well. That's the view from Smash, who's the back of this car. Actually, Morvik's not too far behind. He's less than a second behind this train as well. So this train is not really getting any smaller.
Not really, no. We can see that Timp is starting to break away from that group. He has
Julian's in trouble! Oh, Julian is very, very squirrely. He's managed just about to hold on to fifth. Can he get the momentum? Smeege is on the inside. Surely that's going to be advantage Smeege. Is he going to lose two positions? Who's Smash going to go through? Julian has jumped to the outside. Is he going to try and do an outside manoeuvre into turn 1? He tries it. Oh my goodness me! What a move, as we've lost Lamp now. Lamp, with the damage that we saw him sustain, has gone from the sessions. Julian trying to keep his car on the road. Bearing in mind, as we saw that earlier, the damage he's got, he's doing a sterling job to keep hold in there. And Smeege is through, but he has managed to defend from Smash. Very nicely done.
And Plox now gets past PKZR as well. I think, did he get damage from that incident there?
PKZR, I don't think he did. We didn't see him bounce off the wall. As fast as that has now gone.
Yes, slight front wing damage. Let's have a look. Is he going to come into the pits now?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
So that'll be a new wing for him. Jumping back up to the lead, as we haven't had a chance to do for quite a while. Snicker still on the tail of Onion Osdiort. We're already over halfway in this race, a 14-lap race, and we are on lap 8 now. There's 8 seconds now that Timp has got, or 8.5 seconds that Timp has to close down to Snicker. We just saw Tim get the fastest lap of the race, so he's certainly got the pace here. He's already put 3 seconds between himself and Dobby, who has got Smeege less than a second behind him. But this three-way battle still goes on. This is 6, 7, 8. Julian, Smash and Morvik. And Smash now having a look on the outside, heading down towards turn 11. And Julian hangs on to that for now. As Hayden gets the fastest lap. So he's unfortunately 19 seconds down at the back of the field. But he's got some pace in that RB6 at the moment. On board then with Smash. Can he do anything against Julian ahead? You see the tail just dancing around Julian's car. He's really struggling to keep that thing under control as Morvik gets himself another penalty. And that is Morvik, you see, putting pressure on Smash, which could give Julian the breathing space he needs as Snicker gives himself a penalty. Penalties up and down the field. Oh, that was nearly an impact there between Morvik and Smash as they keep themselves well behaved through 17 through to 19. Keeping an eye on Tim to see how, if he's able to close in that. I mean, he's going to have to close in like 2 seconds a lap at least to try and challenge further up the podium, which I think even for Tim that's going to be pretty hard work.
Yeah, he's fast at the moment. I think he's gaining about a second a lap, but that's just not enough, is it? Not
going to be enough. He's going to rely on a mistake from the top two, which, considering the kind of tussles we've had, as Dobby and Smeege were side by side there, just saw the timers, didn't quite see the move. Smeege now through to 4th. But of course, it's all down to the championship position. I think at the moment Smeege is in the pound seat as Tommy M gets himself a penalty. Problem in sector 3, but we don't know who. Oh, someone looks like someone warming their tyres up, which is a bit strange. At 300 kilometres an hour down that straight, heading towards 11, 12, and 13. Not quite what you expect to see.
Not really. Maybe something wrong with the tyre pressures. I don't know. Can't really tell.
No. Look at that though. I mean, jumping back up to the front then, Onar still manages to fend off AVR Snickers. If we can bring up the... No, not that one. Fastest lap. It's 2/10. Not just under 2/10 to Snickers' favour as far as the top two are concerned. Fastest lap still, and Hayden the only person to break 140. This is very impressive indeed. Now Timp under 7 seconds behind these guys, but with 5 laps to go, it's looking ever less likely. He's really relying on an issue between these two. Let's jump back to here. This is Julian and Dobby, and Smash as well, 5th, 6th and 7th. As Timp now breaks that 140 barrier with 139.9 to claim the fastest lap. Doesn't get him the win, but it certainly gets him an extra bit of kudos. Looking in
right there. That's
that's close. Well fought. As Dobby himself a penalty gets shoved wide by Julian, firm but fair. And Smash has gone through as well, so Dobby has lost 2 positions in 3 corners. That's the nature of the game. It wasn't anything unjust, it was just firm but fair racing there by everybody concerned. And Smash keeping the pressure on Julian, trying to force that mistake. And he's having another look on the outside, heading down towards turn 11. And again, that amounts to nothing, but it's keeping Julian's heart racing, I'm sure. The old start finish straight there ahead. You can see Smeege. But that's 3 seconds between Smeege and Smash. Now there's side by side Smash and Julian. A few more penalties being racked up there. And still Julian defends. Oh, we've had a lead change. Look at that, it's Owner. Oh, and he got a tap from Snicker. Owner got a bit unsettled in the bridge. There's Tim in the background. He could claim that second position. 2.5 between Owner and Timp. He could do it. It's possible.
He's not far ahead, so with Timp's pace, sure. Looking at the championship standings, by the way, at the moment, Smeege is in a very good position to actually claim the title of Classic Christmas Cup winner, if that is a title.
Classic Christmas Cup champion. That's a lot of C's.
Yeah, that's a lot of C's. His main rival Jip is down in 12th at the moment. So,
terrible race for the server host, and Julian is 4th in the standings at the moment as Morvy's got himself a penalty as well. So Julian is in 5th position, fending off Smash. Tommy has actually rejoined the session. And Super Jesse Finn, hello to you in chat on my side. He's been a Timp supporter for as long as I've been commentating on Timp. You can always find Jesse Finn wherever Timp is being streamed. You will find Super Jesse Finn, and you believe Timp can win the race. Well, he's got, what's he got? 3.2 to gain, and 3 laps to do it. It's gonna be tight, but he could do it. As you can see him closing in on Owner.
And now he's right on the back. Is he going up the inside?
Here he is again. Same bit of track that he was fighting Dobby, and he got stuck behind Dobby for quite a while. He can't afford to be stuck behind Owner for the same length of time. If he's going to have any chance of the win, you've just seen Snicker go through. He's going to have a dive on the inside of the last turn at turn 21, and he's got him. What a move by Tim, but firm but fair. What a stunning move. 3.2 and 3 laps to go. This is going to be a very close fight for the win.
Yeah, there was no more than maybe 1 or 2 inches between the two cars at any given time on that overtake. So very precise work from Timp there.
So yeah, just see Morvik and Dragon. Oh, oops, Morvik's gone slightly wide there, and Tim's got himself a 3-second penalty. No, unbelievable! He's actually lost the second position. He must have gone wide. Wasn't looking. He's going to try and get past Owner. That is going to. Tim's already got a 3-second penalty, but that is probably going to cause. I don't know what the penalty situation is. I don't really want to look away from the battle that Tim's in. A lovely switchback, but he can't quite use it. Owner nicely positioned to defend against the charging F1 split driver. So now
Smash is having a look at Julian, but he can't make it stick for the moment. Well, he's got a second straight to go, so running off the line or off the corner doesn't seem good enough to attack Julian, although he's gaining a bit. Now going for the outside, going for the inside. It's going to be close. They both lock up. But Julian shut the door there on him. There was nowhere to go, really.
Oh, Tibbs has actually managed to claim that second position again from Owner Ozio, but because of that mistake that he did last time around, he's now 4.5 seconds down from race leader Snicker. So that pretty much is going to be as far up the field as he's going to go. But of course, this is before penalties get applied. But you never know. You never know what can happen next. Is that Tommy in trouble? Oh my goodness me, he's getting very squirrely as Smeege gets the fastest lap. That's from 4th position. He's not in enough. He's got 2.5 seconds and 2 laps to gain it. Well, if Owner has a problem, he could do it to get himself on the podium. We will have to see. Smash is still keeping the pressure on Julian, looking at the timies. So, as always in this field, it's all going off here, there, and everywhere.
And Dragonhorn gets himself a 3-second time penalty, as does Kriestein.
Oh, well done. It's not gone Kriestein's way. He was 3rd, I believe, in the championship. He is 3rd in the championship standings, but he's down in 12th. So, I think that's. But he's been down there a while, so I think he kind of ruled out his championship charge early on. As Smash has another look at Julian, but Julian's done a great job defending pretty much all race long from someone. As Julian starting near the back because of the reverse grid order. He's done a pretty good job in defending for as long as he has, as Tommy gets himself another penalty. Here we go again. Smash trying to do another outside maneuver. He just tops out. He cannot quite get that extra bit of momentum he needs. And Julian, with brilliant car positioning, keeps Smash behind him.
Yeah, there's nothing really you can do if you miss out on top speed. But maybe you can make a surprise move in one of the tight corners we have around this track, as he nearly spins into the wall there.
The broadcast camera was actually quite a long way away as Tim gets another fastest lap, nearly breaking 1:39. They are on the 14th and final lap, both of these two. We're looking at Smash and Julian go a little bit wide on the penultimate corner. So it is a do or die then for anyone in a close battle. We've got these two fighting with Dobby and Dragamo just behind them in their battle for 7th and 8th position. Tim, unfortunately, he's going to unless Snicker makes a bad mistake on this last lap, he is going to have to settle for 2nd position. But what a stunning effort! 14 positions up as Owner has just actually lost 3rd position to Smeege. As Smash is going to have a 3-second penalty as well. So Smeege actually managed to get on the podium. That's 12 positions up for him from start. Brilliant.
Yeah, when I was starting to lose positions. Was he in the pits? No, he wasn't, was he?
Don't think so.
Why did he lose all that time, I wonder? I mean, he was doing so well for a big portion of the race. I think his best race so far in this cup. And Smash and Julian battling for position again.
Snicker's just going to have a 3-second penalty. And again, you see weaving around there. What are they doing? But I think Timp has got more penalties than Snicker, so I don't think it's going to make a difference to the top.
I think they both have one, actually, so...
so it cancels each other out then, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So, around the last few turns then, so he comes up to turn 20. There is Timp in the background. He's managed to get that gap to under 2 seconds. And around the final turn, so the winner here in Abu Dhabi and for the season final is Snicker, as he comes across the line just over a second behind is Timp in second. Brilliant run for him. Smeege comes across the line. Due to penalties, Ono was actually put back up into 3rd. So Smeege in 4th. And Julian, does he hang on for 5th position from Smash? He does indeed. And Dobby actually promoted to 6th position due to penalties. Dragonbone comes across the line in 8th. There is Morvik. You can hear the fireworks going off. In 9, Box, barely seen him all race long. He's actually elevated to 9th again due to penalties. Jipper's got another 27 seconds to do before he can. It must be really distracting if you're still racing. You've got these fireworks going off over your head.
You don't really notice until you really come to the start-finish straight, so it's alright.
Indeed. So here's Jipper then, as he comes across the line with the Korea sign just behind him. Tommy in a battle with PK Zar. Zar goes a little bit too wide. And that is 13th, 14th. Whoa, it's very nice. Managed to complete the 360 as well. Like it.
Style.
And threw it into the wall as well. And Hayden, he's already celebrating. He hasn't even crossed the line. He's doing donuts. And why not? But what a cup this has been.
And by my calculations, our Christmas Cup champion should be Smeege.
I would imagine so.
Congratulations.
And there he is. There he is in AI form. Smeege taking the Classic Christmas Cup Championship. It has been it's been really good actually commentating. Albeit very, very short season, but it's been absolutely incredible. Hayden still having a good offer. He still doesn't cross the line. he's now drifting his RB6 around. And why not? He's got another minute to have a bit more fun as one of the goats has gone past him. I think he suddenly realised that he hasn't crossed the line, so now he's got his foot down to finish the race. And what a race it was. There was action beginning to end. And he sprints across the line as well. Why not? Why not? And that is it.
Was a very great season. Short but fast. Good races.
Yes. It was. I mean,
very good fights.
Yeah, there was no kind of lull in any of the races we've had. And what a way to finish, with Snicker getting the win. Timp coming across the line in second, and Onar claiming that 3rd podium spot.
So yeah, that one mistake Tim made cost him the in the end.
Indeed. The benefit of hindsight, but what can you say? Absolutely stunning effort. And there is the final confirmation. The only driver not to get a penalty was Ona Oziert in third position, bar those that I was trying to think who was out first. They've already left the session. I know Detainable was one. I can't remember who it was that was first out, but only 2 drivers in the entire vid didn't get penalties. That just shows how hard these cars are to drive. But yeah, well done to all of our drivers. And thank you to you as well, Thompson, for joining me in the commentary box for the remaining rounds. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed myself very much commentating and watching these great races we had here in this cup.
Indeed. So thank you to our organisers for putting this together. It has been a great fun, a great showcase of our drivers, and also these great classic cars that we've seen in these 5 rounds. And yes, back to business as usual as of this Sunday. The Standard Leagues return to business as usual, and that is where you will find me commentating once again for AOR. So thank you very much. We will see you again soon, and good night.